Hey guys, this is Karthikeyan from Apex Finserv and I'm back with your daily use of charts for tomorrow's trading session. Today was a trading holiday and I hope you guys are now energized and rejuvenated but also ready with your analysis for tomorrow. Now quickly moving on to the first trade for tomorrow's trading session with the equity side as usual. What we have is a breakout trade planned on SBIN where we are going to go for a positive based gap filling opinion. We are going to go for a buy above 345, stop loss at 341. Ideal targets I can say anywhere between 1 to 1.2% on the upside. The second trade is on Sun TV where we are going to go for a aggressive buy near the available closest available swing point I can say at 460 with the stop loss going in at 455. Ideal targets 1% on the upside. The third trade is on Sitla where we are going to go for a short near the highest point of this running structural formation because the pullback seems to be rather steep on this one. We are going to go for a short at 930, stop loss above the swing high at 945, ideal targets 1% on the downside. The fourth trade is on M&M where we are going to go for an aggressive role reversal based entry. You can see it was rejected from this level at around 810 multiple times in the last couple of weeks, but now it has finally crossed it and it has managed to sustain in the sudden buying pressure. However, we are not going to go for a buy exactly at 810 because that is pretty much where it closed. We are going to go for a buy slightly under that at 805, stop loss at 794 and ideal targets 1% on the upside. The final equity trade that we have is a short on ACC where it has broken the structural formation and despite the positive sentiment in the market, it has not really recovered as much. We are going to go for a short at 1900, stop loss at 1925, ideal targets 1% on the downside. Now talking about the index side of things, it is quite interesting because as many of you might be aware, we had that big sell-off pressure when the uncertainty regarding lockdown was introduced into the markets. However, briefly after that, when there was clear news that we won't really have an exact lockdown, we did have quite a rapid recovery. Now for tomorrow, I would say 14,550, 14,575 ke upar, it's a definite buying opportunity all the way till the gap fill at least 14,800 if not more for the short to mid term view. When I talk about the option chain side of things, I have 14,700 as immediate resistance with 388,000 added contracts, significant at 14,800 with 178,000 added contracts. Support comes in at 14,500 with a hefty 922,000 added contracts, significant at 14,400 with 1.2 million added contracts. The PCR is the key thing here at 0.77, which is neutral after quite some time, which means that very few people have actually bought puts the last trading session as compared to the call buyers, which is generally not the case. When I move on to the second index, BANKNIFTY, a similar thing is visible here. However, यहाँ पे gap pending है, but this seemingly has overperformed Nifty as the chart clearly says, and the gap filling has actually started. So I would say anywhere about 32,000 or to be safe 31,500 के ऊपर you can definitely go for longs above for targeting the two zones above that, or at least the gap fill till 32,500. When I talk about the option chain for BNF, option chain says 32,000 is immediate resistance, negative change but total 725,000 open interest, significant at 32,500, again negative change but total 650,000 open interest. Support comes in at 31,800 with 150,000 added contracts, significant at 31,500 with 325,000 added contracts. Now, of course, call unwinding is on both the nearest and significant resistances, so that does say that we are going to see a nice up move. And BANKNIFTY in the short to mid term, I wouldn't exactly rule out the possibility of us seeing anywhere between 32,800 to 33,000 again in a couple of days of time. But let's see how it all plays out. Now tomorrow is the expiry, so trade cautiously, trade vigilantly, reduce your position sizing if possible, and as I always recommend, wait for the first 30 to 45 minutes, let the market give you a clear sense of direction, a bias, and then trade accordingly. Now this marks the end of today's analysis video. These are all the charts that I had to share with you. As usual, if you like the content, don't forget to leave a nice comment, like the video, subscribe to the channel and press that bell notification icon as well. I hope you have a wonderful, exciting but green trading session tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good night. Bye.